Welcome back to Gamers Among Us. This is Calamity Code, back with another Watchlist Wednesday, where we aim to keep you updated with all the newest games and releases. Today we're looking at 3 new games coming soon: The Princess Guide, Windscape, and Generation Zero. We hope you enjoy. Set to arrive on March 26th for the Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4, our first game on this week's watch list is The Princess Guide. This game, to me, looks to be extremely unique. Set in the Relic Islands, a land divided by climate and culture into 4 nations, the game will have you choose one of the 4 princesses to guide into war against a rising evil that threatens the world. You will need to make important decisions throughout the game to raise your chosen princess's faith in you as her leader, which will affect the outcome of the game. There are several endings to be found, so there is a genuine reason to keep playing again. Replayability is something few games nowadays implement in a way that keeps the game engaging and fresh, but hopefully this one will do it right. Each of the 4 princesses rules over a separate kingdom in the Relic Islands, and each has a unique personality and approach to the madness that ensues. We have Liliardi, the courageous warrior princess of the Alexon Kingdom; Veronica, the magical and tyrannical witch princess of the Rusty Magic Guild; Monomaria, the stubborn rose princess of the capitalist Mercantile Trade Coalition; and finally, Alpana, the soft and caring dragon princess hailing from the North Kamara clan. Each princess appears to have a deeply engaging backstory to uncover throughout your different playthroughs, and learning more about the worlds they live in seems to be an important part of the game's design and purpose. You're charged with guiding your chosen princess through battles, scolding or praising their actions in order to shape them into a worthy warrior. You'll need to sift through lots of different weapons and abilities to make them great, and even recruit an army to help support them. Which princess will you take on first? There's definitely some interesting elements to this game, and I can't wait to see how it turns out in just a few weeks. Next up, we have a game that has actually already been available for a few years now, but is finally leaving early access on March 27th. Developed by Dennis Witt, the one-man force behind the Magic Sandbox studio, Windscape is a lighthearted game about a young girl, Ida, who travels across her world of floating islands on an epic adventure. You can craft things like weapons and potions, and explore dungeons similar to the Zelda series, each with its own puzzles, enemies, and a boss to conquer. One of the most appealing things about this game is its unique take on world building and visual style. It includes low-poly objects with bright colors and nicely detailed enemies and characters. Everything in this game seems to just pop, with smooth lighting and visual effects, and the music and tone of the story help to establish a very engaging environment. With it being out for so long in early access, there's already a ton you can find online about the game, but we're excited to finally see the full release, which will be available on Switch, Xbox One, and PC. Let us know if you've played it and what you think of it, and if we get a chance, maybe we can bring a full-fledged review to the channel soon. Brought to us by Avalanche Studios, the successful developer behind the Mad Max game and the Just Cause series, we have our final game, Generation Zero. Scheduled to be released on March 26th for PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4, Generation Zero is a new first-person shooter where you'll explore a giant open world filled with hostile machines that you'll need to bring down tactically and carefully. There seems to be a lot of emphasis put on the intense AI system built into this game, with some features that are admittedly very cool. For example, if you run into an enemy and manage to destroy one of their components and escape, you can run into that exact same enemy hours, days, or weeks later and still see how your last battle affected them. Lots of different machines can be found, each with its own system of components and weapons, so you'll need to adapt often to be successful with each skirmish. The battles appear to be relatively drawn out and larger in scale than we get from most games, so without some strategy behind your attacks, you'll always be at a disadvantage. Interestingly, this game will also feature up to 4-player co-op multiplayer, allowing you to jump into your friend's world seamlessly to help them take down their tougher enemies. The game will carry a survivalist vibe, where you have to be careful about your ammo and equipment, and search the large world as thoroughly as you can to keep yourself in the fight. Set in a reimagining of 1980s Sweden, this is definitely going to be one of the most memorable experiences we've had for a while, and it's a bit disheartening to know there hasn't been a ton of attention put on this game, At first glance, the mech battles may appear a little dull, but I really think this is going to be one to keep your eye on. With that being said, we really do hope you return each week to see more about upcoming games you may not have heard of or seen much of. Our plan is to keep bringing you all the information we can about things that may fly under your radar. Hit subscribe to keep up with our list, or join our Discord to talk with other passionate members in the community about these games that we showcase. Feel free to comment below on which of these you're interested in, or let us know if there are any other games you'd like us to dive into. This is Calamity Code with GAU, and thank you so much for watching.